Well, I hope you are ready today because we are talking all about insulation, and today we are going over my UGQ Bandit 20-degree top quilt. If you are new here to my channel, welcome to Matty Outdoors. Thank you for clicking that watch button. I love hiking and I love backpacking. I love ultralight backpacking. I hike a lot in the Canadian Rockies, places like Jasper, Banff, Kananaskis. If that sounds cool to you, maybe think about giving that subscribe button a click. But as I said, today we're going over my UGQ Bandit 20. Hope you're ready to top quilts, and I hope you got your coffee. I got my Timmy's. No, I am not sponsored by Tim Hortons. I'm just Canadian, and I love my Tim Hortons coffee. But if anyone from Tim Hortons is watching, you guys should probably get on that sponsorship deal soon before I blow up and I am way too big for you guys, right? Like, just get into it. I went with the non-tapered version with an open footbox on my quilt. So when you unsnap the footbox and you unclip the little clips around your neck there and you open it up completely with like the two shock cords at the end, this same kind of setup on either end where you've got a sewn channel with a shock cord. So you open it up completely. You get a 50 wide by 78 inch long down blanket essentially. So yeah, this is what my quilt looks like when she's completely opened up. And what I like about this setup right here is this. Opening it up, and in the mornings, if you have seen my Instagram at all, you guys probably know I love my morning coffees and I love my sunrise shots. This is generally how I am sitting when I shoot those shots. I open up my quilt and I just drape it over my shoulders, walk out to wherever, find a good spot, sit down, and enjoy. Alright, so footbox snap backed up. You got snaps up either side, you just clip them up together. And then at the bottom, you've got a like a solid cordage. At the top, you got the same thing. You've got two snaps to go around your neck, but you've got a shock cord at the top, but at the bottom, you pull these all the way closed. And what I've heard a lot of people complain about with these, the open footbox design, is you get this little bit of a gap here where the material kind of bunches up. What I find works really well, reach into your clothes bag, whatever is on the top, loosen these up a little tiny bit. Take a little piece of clothing, stuff it in there. Done deal. That solves the draft problem for your open footbox, and then you get to open it up and you got a down blanket. Top, to me, that was. You got two snaps, a couple shock cords. Cinch her up together. So getting into the technical specs on this thing, as I said before, 50 inches wide, 78 long. It's a 20-degree rating, so it's good to -6 Celsius or 20-degree Fahrenheit. I have found personally that the UGQ Bandit does hold to its temperature rating. Personally, I've taken mine down to about -10 Celsius. So yeah, I've gotten down a little bit below what the intended rating for the quilt is. And yeah, I've been very impressed with it temperature-wise. Weight-wise, my quilt alone is 612 grams or 21.6 ounces, and that does not include the stuff sack. Because for me personally, I don't use the stuff sack. I just stuff my quilt into the trash compactor bag in my pack, and yeah, I just cram it in. I don't bother using a stuff sack with it. To tell you the truth, I actually had to spend about 15 minutes this morning hunting for this thing because I had no effing clue where it was. But yeah, it does come with a stuff sack. The stuff sack is 25 grams or 7/8 of an ounce. So yeah, if you're a stuff sack person, it does come with one. As I said, I do not use the stuff sack, so yeah, I saved myself a little bit of weight. So yeah, 612 grams for my quilt, 21.6 ounces. The fill that I went with is the 800 fill power. I'm up in Canada, and the exchange rate for buying stuff coming up from the States is just brutal. So basically what you guys pay, add about a third. And that's what I'm paying. So I went with the 800 fill power, honestly, just to save myself a little bit of coin. The outer material, I went with their HD 1.0 in the Moroccan blue. I'll fully admit that did cost me an extra ounce. I did add an ounce to the weight of my quilt to get it in the Moroccan blue. But my hammock is Moroccan blue, and I just really like the idea that my quilt would match my hammock. The inner material, I went with their burnt orange and the M10, super light, just a super like, almost like a silky feel to the inside. I love it. I know a couple of people have said like this kind of feeling material can like almost feel like clammy when you sweat inside of it. Personally, I haven't had that issue. For a ground situation, what these quilts actually do come with is on the sides, they have these little like grosgrain tabs going up the side here. They've got 3 of them on either side. And your quilt, when you buy it, it comes with this loop of shock cord with 2 toggles that's supposed to slide around your sleeping pad. I never used it, and honestly, I lost it. I have ground slept with this, and I've never had an issue. So I never bothered to bring it, and I have 0 clue where it is. But essentially, yeah, you would slide that around your pad and then kind of toggle your quilt on, and your quilt will generally stay in place. Lay down on your pad, kick your feet into the footbox, and then you close up your top cord here and just pull it up over your head. Pulls the quilt right around you and it tucks it on the sides. So I have no quilt underneath my back. My back is completely exposed up against your sleeping pad. So as you can see there, like when you're laying down, your back is completely exposed. So yeah, with that in mind, like you're relying on your sleeping pad, the R value from your sleeping pad, or in my case, in my hammock, I'm relying on the insulation from my underquilt to supply the heat up through my back. Like when you're in a sleeping bag, you lay on that down, or the synthetic insulation, you compress that, you don't really get much insulation value from it, so the benefit to the quilt is you eliminate that material, you're not carrying it, weight savings there. That's kind of the idea behind it. So yeah, that's about all I got for my UGQ Bandit 20. The quality and craftsmanship is absolutely top notch. You absolutely get what you're paying for and more. Yeah, Paul and Missy were great to deal with. I had a couple questions and they were very, very quick to reply back. Great experience dealing with them, and yeah, hopefully that helps anybody out who's torn on looking into one of these. If you got any questions, fire them my way in the comment section down below. I would love to help you guys out if I can. As always, I am Matty. Subscribe button on this side if you guys haven't always clicked on it. It may be worth checking out. I keep telling you guys I hike a lot in the Canadian Rockies. I'm going to pop some trip videos up on this side for you. You know, if that might be your thing. I hiked some pretty wicked places. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.